Hi there, welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to just update the channel, let everybody know what I've been up to and what my plans are for the new year, 2024. I had intended to get more done on this song, and I don't want to make excuses, but due to the Christmas vacation holiday season, my daughter's nutcracker, and then getting ill, I think probably during that nutcracker thing, she probably picked some kind of cold up. I was so sick that for like 3 days, I was just like completely out of it and could not come up here and do anything. It's just the first time I've been up here in a while, and I have not been able to play guitar much. I haven't been able to do anything. So it felt good to just get back up here, get reacclimated, get the guitar on, practice my drum part, practice the guitar part, because I'm going to track the guitar first on this song. But I just wanted to lay out for myself and for anybody following the channel exactly what my plans are for 2024 so that I stay focused, and have goals. And, I think it's important to stay goal-oriented. Otherwise, the projects kind of meander and can fall apart. And I wrote 4 songs, and I'm not even going to use on this record, so I know how far you can kind of meander off path and get distracted and kind of lost in the woods, get in the weeds with this stuff. And instead, I want to stay focused and systematic. And the main things that I want to do is I'm going to finish this song. It's called The Exciter. I'm doing the guitar first, and I would have already done it, but the illness set me back a bit. But I think that's good because it's giving me more time to get it really solid. It's a trickier guitar part than average for me, so it's taking a little extra work. And I'm having to track the guitar first because it would be too difficult. It has some kind of free time riff elements to it, and I don't want to have to chase the drums. I don't want to have chase. Usually the drums work best first, but I feel like I'll be chasing them in this sense with this song. And I've been playing along to a scratch version of it, and it's working. So I think this time it's better to lay the guitar down because of the nature of the sort of free time element, and then do the drums as opposed to the other way around, which is my usual protocol. So it's finish that song and then have another one brewing so I can follow it up right away. I got to lay down 3 more songs after this one. Same time, I need to start getting my live game together. Now that has nothing to do with home recording, but for me it's the other element of rock and roll that has to be in place, or I just feel like something's missing. I don't feel like the songs take off unless you play them live. You don't interact with people if you're just always alone. You don't get to interact with other musicians or the audience. That's really amazing, interacting with the audience and seeing what works and which songs make people excited. It's fun. So I really want to get that going again. There's a lot of difficulties with that. The landscape has changed so much. Before COVID, and I went out and played shows, I was surprised at how different everything was, because it had been a few years since I played gigs. And it's very different. It's not like it used to be, but got to make the most of it. You got to survive in the time period that you're in. You can't complain. You just got to make it happen. Same thing with the recording. If you're doing this DIY Zoom R24 thing, you got to just do it. Nobody's going to do it for you, So it's up to you to stay focused, stay goal-oriented, not to the extreme point. I mean, it's not, you have to get too stupid with it, but I do want to stay goal-oriented, do want to stay focused, finish this track, recording this track, get the 3 songs. The other 3 songs, which is no small feat. I mean, this is pretty tough. It's not like it's easy to churn out songs, and I want this whole album to be good. There's going to be some album filler in there, the songs that are not, that don't jump out as like #1 hits or whatever. But the majority of it, I want it to be. I could picture it being released. And I know that it wouldn't be, but in my own fantasy version, I know what songs would be, if they were releasable and if it was a climate that would receive them. I can tell which ones, would be the better ones. So I want to make the whole album like that, as opposed to, a couple good songs and the rest of it's like, eh. I want it to flow like an album. I always like that, where the whole thing, you start on one song, you work your way through, and by the end of it, you can feel the theme emerging. There's like an emerging theme that happens with an album, as opposed to like a couple of good songs and then just sort of some filler tracks. So, got to make a good record, got to finish it promptly. Don't want to just spend a whole year. I can't spend another year. I got to get done. And then I want to. The other thing is to have at least 1 or 2 shows kick off this coming up year, so that I get ball rolling again. Realizing how difficult it's going to be, but whatever, got to do it. So I hope that everyone out there in Zoom land is having success with their projects, had a great holiday season. I just want to tell you how much I appreciate the people who watch these videos and comment, especially when it's positive comments and it's like continual, like we're building a relationship with each other. I'm interested in what they're doing, they're interested in what I'm doing, it's reciprocal. That's the kind of positive thing I want to build. That's the kind of thing I think that makes rock and roll awesome. You know, like just think about the connection you have with the artist, think about the artist's connection to the other artists that they're friends with, and to the audience. It's major. And we got to build it up. We got to make it better. Instead of competing, we got to come together. That's what I think. I hate competition in music. I love every kind of music. There's something about every kind of music that I like. And there's something wonderful about people making their own music, no matter what kind it is. I love to hear it. So everybody out there who's recording with their Zooms, please share your stuff with me. Let me know what you're doing. If there's any way I can help you, please reach out. It makes me feel great to help people. I saw some suffering, and during the holiday season, you go out. I went to Walmart and just saw so much like suffering. It really, it really affects you if you're looking around, and if you're the kind of person who absorbs that kind of stuff. Some people are very stoic and they can just block it out, and I appreciate that, and I think I need more of that. I'm going to try for some of that in 2024, but I also want to keep, as an artist, I want to keep my emotions open. I want to keep my compassion, my empathy, and so I want to help. So if you need anything, let me know. If I can do it, I'm going to do it for you. Thank you, friends. Next time. Oh, and happy holidays. Happy New Year.